What is up, everybody? Escape211 here, and it's been quite a day. It's been a long day at work, long day for me in life, but long day in Mech Arena too. Sadly, they have changed certain things about the Vault Blitz, and I gotta say, I don't like it, all right? This video is gonna be kind of ranty, but I think a lot of you agree with me. This is not a good change, okay? Vault Blitz, as you know, would normally start now, because we have our 2 weeks on and then a single week off. We're just coming back from a week off, so normally it would start, and if you go into it, nothing is here, because if you've been following along with their what are we working on type of stuff, they put it up on Facebook. I think they also put it on Discord. They have basically made this an event that is a playoff here. So what's really weird though is that there's nothing on this as an indicator, right? It just says arena playoff event. It says nothing like, you know, fortune key event or Vault Blitz event. Nothing that, you know, lets us know it's tied to what used to be the Vault Blitz. The only thing that we can really tell from that is that there's fortune keys here on the bottom. You know, but that's it. Like, everything else is just about winning matches. The rewards have no skins or anything like that. It's so flavorless. I mean, it's kind of weird. So, I mean, that alone was striking. A lot of people were just like, wait, is this the event that is replacing Vault Blitz? Technically it is. It's just very strange. I think they did it super bare bones because I'm hoping that they intend to change it, because if you look at this, it's pretty terrible, all right? Let's just be honest. It's crap. This first leg of the event is what I would have thought, like when I was thinking about this is what the, you know, usual Vault Blitz bar should have been, right? You would have seen some skins up here. This one, instead of a crate, it would have been 400 acoins, obviously. Like, that's what I expected to see in this when they talked about doing this for the event. None of that's here. None of that's here. It's just tons of blueprints and you know, some credits. Whoop-de-doo. I mean, that's not like terrible for like a general event, but for something like this, like, and you're changing it as a standard, it's super weird and it's just bad. All of it is like not even connected to this kind of stuff. It's just winning matches in a row, and then using fortune keys is connected to one item on the bottom. Worse than that is the leaderboard, okay? This is just acoins. No skins, no exclusivity, nothing special in this. You know, nothing of high-ranking value. I mean, if you're going to grind to try and get this stuff, you know, this is not worthy of grinding for. Maybe they thought if they put the bar low, people aren't going to spend. Because, yeah, I mean, if you're a spender, you could spend probably with deals less than 10 bucks and get this without having to, like, grind for it. So, like, the value in this event is really bad. If they were trying to do it as a revenue generator, even that doesn't make sense to me. Because, like, the actual, you know, elements that you get out of this are bad. And obviously, from those of us who are free to play or like pocket change players, many of us rely on the fortune vault type stuff or the Vault Blitz events that happen to get the 400 acoins. So to not be able to get that is pretty garbage. And for the leaderboard to really only allow 3 people, because even if you look at the rewards for the other tiers, this is crap. This is terrible. So like even the top 10% gets, you know, not really anything. Only 2 people. And I'm pretty sure, like, when they bracket this, it's 200 people. So out of 200 players, 2 of them will get either, like, what they used to get or a little bit more in this event than what we all used to get for Vault Blitz, which is really bad. Like, I don't get who this is after. Like, this event doesn't make sense to me. You're not appeasing your general free-to-play fan base. You're not really giving something that's great for, like, spenders. There's nothing of value here. I mean, I really think if you went back to the regular objectives, if this bar was just like the event usually is, where you have some skins, you have 400 acoins, it would have been fine. Like, everyone would have just been like, yeah, fine. Then, after that, you add stretch goals in your leaderboard of other cosmetics, maybe some more exclusive skins, some legendary stuff, harder to get stuff that should be put in here. Guys, I don't understand what this is. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Now, they did say, like I mentioned, I think already, that they are, you know, going to be potentially changing things about this event, or could, depending on like feedback. I know feedback is usually not like something that they seem to pay a whole lot of attention to. I know a lot of us have put suggestions on Discord and that kind of stuff, and it doesn't seem like a whole lot comes from that. I think really the best way to possibly influence changes like this is probably with your wallet. You know, playoffs are I'm quite sure a good revenue generator for them. just because, you know, everyone is pushing to try and win and be on the leaderboard. So if that's the case, I would suggest those, if you're not happy with this event, to not spend on it. I mean, you could probably participate if you have keys already stocked up. I don't really think that is going to change too much, but I would suggest don't spend on it. Because if it's an event that they've changed and people don't spend on it, then they're not really going to let it sit the way it is. I think they want people to end up spending on this kind of stuff. That's why they're changing the original event, because probably nobody was spending on it. So if that's the case, then, you know, we need to let them know that we're not going to bite. We're not going to bite on this kind of event, so that hopefully they change it. That's like the only advice I could think of to give to this, aside from like my ideas for changes already. And with that kind of stuff said, like I said, I think suggestions are still going to be of some value to them. So I want to hear your thoughts about what you think of the event in the current state. You know, if you like it, that's fine. Like, you can tell me what you like about it. I just have, you know, the inclination that a lot of us probably do not like this event and we're not happy with it. So please let me know, you know, your general thoughts and maybe some possible suggestions to make the event better. I believe that they're planning to keep this instead of bringing back the old Vault Blitz. So if your suggestion is just to bring it back the way it was, that's probably not going to happen. So, you know, how do we move forward with this new method that they're doing to make this better? Because, you know, outright, it's not good. It is not good. So, at least from my perspective. But like I said, you guys can let me know what you think. Feel free to comment below, and we will see you out there on the battlefield.